Hey, how you doing out there? Alan here. Maybe you've been watching my videos and wondering if you really need to hire a professional to do your taxes. I totally understand where you're coming from. Seriously, some people that include professionals are totally self-serving. They literally create a need for their services just so they can make money off. Unlike those people, I really am giving you advice that not only helps you, but saves your business from crashing and burning or being hobbled by accounting problems. To help you make a better decision for your business, here are truly the pros and cons of hiring a tax professional. The pros are, it saves you time. It saves you the one thing you can never get back, time. Instead of you spending your free time combing through your receipts, invoices, records, and contracts, pay someone to do it for you. The professional is trained to do it, knows how to do it, and can do it faster than you, is more likely to get it right for the first time. Next, it's convenient. Paying a professional to do your taxes is convenient. You're not required to take your time, energy, and focus away from your business and other important tasks to do accounting and tax preparation. Doesn't it sound boring already when I say those two words? Accounting and tax preparation. So make the call that makes your life easier. Take advantage of the most recent changes in the tax laws. This one may seem obvious to some, but not to others. You want a professional doing your taxes because you want to be able to take advantage of the latest changes in the tax laws. Professional tax preparers and accountants keep up with all the changes in the tax laws, so you don't have to. They know how to mix and match your tax credits, tax deductions, depreciation schedules, so that you get the maximum tax benefit out of them. In fact, they may be able to increase your tax deductions credits and tell you a better way to financially record your business transaction so that you pay less in taxes each and every year and your business looks more profitable and healthier than it ever did because you hire a tax professional. Sometimes tax credits and deductions can only be taken the year in which they are justified. That means some tax credits and deductions cannot be carried forward or carried back. So make sure you don't lose out on money-saving credits and deductions because you don't know about them. Next pro, avoid errors on your tax return. Using a tax professional to do your tax filings minimizes the chance of errors in your tax paperwork. When you minimize your chances of errors in your tax paperwork, you minimize your chances of being audited by the IRS. Since most audits by the IRS takes 6 to 12 months or runs for more than a year, this is something you want to avoid if you can. Another issue that should be close to your heart is that if the errors made results in you paying less taxes than you should have been paid, you may be charged penalties and fines by the IRS because you didn't pay all your taxes. Thus, avoiding errors in your tax paperwork not only saves you money, prevents the IRS audit, and prevents problems with government agencies, and gives you a professional who can defend your paperwork and explain it in tax terms to an IRS agent if you're ever audited. Next pro, you get personalized tax advice and IRS audit assistance. Besides having error-free work, you get an experienced tax professional who can tell you better ways to categorize your expenses and how to get more deductions tax credit by making small changes in your business. This advice translates into money that stays in your pocket or more money going into your bank account. They may even be able to tell you better ways to maintain your paperwork and records. By doing this, it'll make it easier for you and more likely that all your records be correct. Tax professionals give your tax return and you more credibility. If you're audited by the IRS, you can talk to your tax professional and he will deal with the IRS for you. Have him represent you during the IRS audit. This is a boon for you because IRS agents give more credibility to professionals who works in accounting and with taxes than to everyday business people. Also, tax professionals know how IRS agents think and they know how to argue the tax code. Next pro is tax deductible business expenses. Finally, tax preparation fees are tax deductible business expenses. So all the money that you spend on the tax professional can be deducted from your gross income and reduce your taxable income. Now, I have talked to you about a host of pros, but I don't want to seem biased because I am a tax professional and maybe I'm just talking to you and saying all the good things about it. I wanted to give you both sides of the stories. So here you go. I'm gonna give you all the cons. This is what you're waiting for. There's none. I'm just kidding. There's definitely cons. Let's do it. The cons. Tax preparation fees can be expensive. First one you notice is that you have to pay tax preparation fees if you provide a professional. Tax professional fees can range anywhere to $50 an hour to $500 an hour. That means you can be paying as little as a couple $100s to a couple $1,000s for a tax professional to do your taxes. If you have the money, great. If you don't, it is understandable that this could be a huge stumbling block for a startup, small business, or entrepreneur who's just bootstrapping it. Totally understandable. Next, prepackaged software is probably cheaper than a tax professional. If you're considering using prepackaged software instead of tax professionals, kudos for at least making an effort to do things more professionally. Just know that, like tax professionals, tax accounting software is not one size fits all. You must make sure that you get the type of software that can properly record and classify your income and expenses, and create the type of financial report and statement that you need for your specific business needs. You must also make sure that you use accounting software that is kept up to date by the company that releases it. You want to be certain that you are in compliance with federal, state, and local tax laws. If the accounting software you use is not up to date or in compliance with the tax laws, you will suffer the consequence, not the company that sold you the out-of-date software. So be careful, but yes, prepackaged tax software is a way to go, especially if you're just starting out. Next con I want to mention is that unqualified and incompetent tax professionals do exist out there. As with any industry, there are incompetent or unqualified tax professionals who can mess up your taxes. Tax season brings out all the weirdos, crazies, and unsavory characters who are just there to make a buck off you and disappear. You must be careful which tax professional you hire, because at the end of the day, you are ultimately responsible for your taxes and paying them properly. While the IRS may be lenient if it realizes you're cheated or your tax were done improperly by an unqualified person, it will still want its money and will most likely still charge you penalties and fees for not paying all your taxes by the deadline. Also, it may put a little notice next to your employer identification number or social security number and flag you for future IRS audits because of the bad job your incompetent or unqualified tax professional did with your business taxes. Finally, if you do get a bad, incompetent, or lazy tax preparer, this person will most likely not know the latest change in tax laws and won't be able to advise you on the best tax deduction, tax credit, and tax strategies. Fraud is rampant in the tax preparation business. When you ask a tax professional to do your taxes, you are required to give that person your personal information, like your full legal name, social security number, employee identification numbers, and financial records. This information can't be sold to other people, used to steal your identity, and used to commit all kinds of crimes. There is no way for you to avoid this except to hire an experienced, competent, trustworthy tax professional with integrity and who's not a criminal. Check their records. Make sure that they have a CPA number and make sure that you can look that up online yourself. However, this is not as big of a problem as you think it is. Most likely, you'll want to hire a tax preparer that seems like they are comfortable and have done other works in your industry. That's a lot to think about, isn't it? I mean, especially if it's already tax season and you're already stressed and you just need to get this stuff done. I know, it's a bit much. But you have to bite the bullet, make a decision, and get your taxes done right, and get it done so that you can maximize your tax dollars. Otherwise, check out my channel to learn more about tax deductions, tax credits, strategies, and bookkeeping, and other financial matters. And you can learn to do a lot of this yourself if you want to. You can also contact experienced and qualified tax professionals at my agency, Free Cash Flow Agencies. We have a free strategy call, so you have nothing to lose. Just get on and ask all the questions you want. So all in all, a tax professional can be a really huge asset for your company. Someone who will help you max out your tax credits and deductions, submit an error-free tax return, and give you personalized tax advice and business advice, and make sure that you can decrease your taxes owed to IRS year after year. For more information, make sure to subscribe to my channel. While you're at it, hit that thumbs up button. Hopefully we added value today. If you want to leave a comment, if you have questions, go ahead and leave it down there. We'd love to get back at you. For the time being, hope you have a great day. Alan out.